So you had an amazing rookie year, in 2022. Every year since then has been packed for you. And now you're going into vet school. How does this year kind of look different from your rookie year?
I would say maturity. That would be a good one. But I, in my rookie year, was really just rodeoing. And I had been preparing up to said rookie year prior to turning 18, getting ready for the rookie year and training horses. And so then whenever I turned 18, like I went and I was blessed with success and just kind of continued on that track. And then I went to college and my focus definitely shifted from full-time rodeo cowgirl that did online school and took a few college classes on the side to like in person and doing all that. And I was still blessed to make the buildings and to set myself up to continue to rodeo after that, after my rookie year. But definitely, as wanting to go into vet school, it was important for me to be academically sound and to be well rounded. So I was very blessed to go to a school that allowed me to both academically excel and excel in rodeo and just have a lot of opportunities there. My coach would There was one semester where I had labs Monday through Friday basically, and it was over practice and he would stay late and I would work by myself just to kind of help me out. And all of my professors were so great. They were always so understanding. It didn't matter if they were in the ag department, the animal science department, or in the biological sciences department. They always helped me out, and I repaid that. Like I worked hard in their classes, and I wanted them to see that I was caring and I wasn't just skipping. But I was very, very blessed with a great experience on that. And now, since graduated, it's just been, well, really interviews, blessedly, but also just going back and picking up with the young horses that have had some time off. My dad and my brother have been home, and so they've kind of been working with the horses, but my brother has moved off to school, so just kind of picking back up on them, and it's been great. Like I have three that I'm pretty excited about, and they all have great minds and a lot of athletic ability, and I'm really excited to see where they are going to go. So as of right now, really working with them, and I will get a break in all the interview things. And there's a jackpot that I like to go to on February 14th, which I believe is Valentine's Day, but no correlation there. But it's benefit roping for one of my friends, Reagan Price, who has been hospitalized and had a horrible rodeo accident. Has spent very many months in the hospital, but his family's faith has been very encouraging, and it'll be a great production. So that's my first thing back, and just really going from there. And just I've been really appreciative of the time I have now just to rope and just to ride horses, and I love it. And that's probably a little different now. Is I feel like I'm operating from a place of elevation, whereas in my rookie year it was just like trying to figure out what to do and where to go. And here I'm just roping and I'm just loving it. And there's nothing, I don't feel like I have anything to prove to anyone. And I'm definitely more now running my own race rather than more of a comparison of where I'm at compared to this person or that person or where someone else is standing. So just definitely that maturity was something I really had to learn the hard way through all the rodeos, but I'm also made me very grateful for the rodeos because I did learn that. So
I love that. It sounds like you enjoy like the horsemanship downtime at home just as much as you enjoy like the actual rodeo road and like the busy time.
yes, absolutely. Maybe even more, to be
Yeah,
honest.
I was about to say, do you have a favorite? Like, do you enjoy the horsemanship and like young horses more, or do you like, the high pressure rodeo, or is it like a balance of both?
It's definitely a balance of both.
Mhm.
I I really like watching my horses succeed. That's probably my favorite thing, whether they're 5 or whether they're 15. And right now I have both on both sides of the spectrum, and
It's fun.
it's yeah, it's a lot of fun. So it's fun to be able to go into the practice pen and to pin rope, and I feel like that does more for my roping than roping calves just from the box. Like every day of the week, if I could tell someone something that's coming up and want to be a breakaway roper, it's don't start in the box. Like start out in the arena, start out in a pasture, start bareback, like get familiar with the rope, get familiar with horsemanship, because that's something that's so incredibly important. And I was so blessed with that foundation because we always had young horses to come up and train. And if the horse didn't turn out, it wasn't because of the horse. It was rider induced. So
I
we had to
love that.
learn how to we had to learn how to train efficiently and effectively, and that's something I really really love. But then you have to have that carryover, I think, into rodeo and into performance. To an instance, I know that there's great coaches and there's great competitors, and they're not always the same person, but I think that you have to be able to basically put your money where your mouth is, and in a very like humble way, but
Mhm.
you have to be able to show up and do the things. And that's something that I like. As I started, I was blessed and had some kids want to come and rope with me, and then it was like almost more pressure at the rodeo competition because like I mean I'm teaching them how to do it and helping them, and so like I have to emulate that in my own performance. So kind of just both, but I really just like to see my horses succeed, and I found that when I focus on that in my competition, the actual rope takes care of itself. Like the foundation is there, and really just relying on those fundamentals and not overthinking it. Like that's probably been a pretty big shift between now and even last year. Was just I don't overthink my roping. Like I watch some old calf ropers, and they all have different swings, but the one thing that they do very well is cover their target and deliver down. And that's kind of been my two takeaways. So just to make it as simple as you can, because the blonde will catch up to you. So
That's so true that when you look at like the top 15 girls, everyone's swing looks so different. And it's literally their mindset, their confidence, like the faith they have in their horses. And so you're talking about, you have the young horses, you have the older horses. So if you're loading up, for instance, like you're going to the jackpot in February, who's on your trailer? Like what horses are currently going with you?
whatever horse I can get on there, to be honest. I have my Palomino named Colonel, and Colonel is fantastic. Love him. He and I probably unfortunately have very similar minds. So we know each other very well. But he's really has like he's been a huge blessing. I've won so much on him, and he was the one I was 1-4 on at Hugo, and like he's been an incredible horse. He's not come without his issues, and there's things that we've really had to work very very hard on to get over, and a lot of the time that's Addie getting off and my father getting on the horse, which is great. Grateful for that. But just kind of getting that different feel. And so Colonel will be on there. Lawdog, who's my other horse, who I've taken a lot. They're both Palomino. They're half brothers, so they look pretty similar. But Lawdog will not be on the trailer. Lawdog is enjoying retirement, and he'll probably get the call at Austin. So Lawdog is like rodeo horse.
Okay.
Like he's straight rodeo horse. I rode him at Houston a couple years ago, and he did great. That was his first pro rodeo. Was Houston,
No way.
Texas? Yeah. Before that,
What
he
a
was a
resume. What
turnover
a thing
horse.
to check off.
Yeah. So Lawdog, he's incredible. He's been my head horse forever. I junior high rodeoed on him. I high school rodeoed on him. I'd go to all-star opens when I was little on him. And then we were like one winter actually, the winter before I went to Houston, I was like, man, I just need some practice runs, and I have this time to commit to get ready for Houston and some different rodeos coming up. And so we were like, well, Lawdogs, it's the snow. There's snow. We're not able to team rope, so let's breakaway rope on him. I took him to a jackpot, and he did good. We ended up winning it. And I was like, well, let's take him to Houston. And he is
That's
not broke
amazing.
at all. He's 18 and not broke. He was trying to run over every other girl there. Houston's a long arena, and he was not stopping, and he's got the biggest bit we own in his mouth. But he's great. So anyways, Lawdog is enjoying the pasture life. He actually won the truck roping at the All-Star Finals with my brother. And so my brother won that new truck at the All-Star Finals on Lawdog.
What a
after I'd been
horse.
breakawaying on him. Yeah, he's
What a
incredible.
horse.
Like if I could clone a horse, I would clone him.
And you don't
So-
see a lot being able to head and breakaway. There's some hill horses you're like, yeah, they fit, but to be able to be like a solid head horse and a breakaway horse,
Yeah.
that says a lot.
He's a unicorn. Like he really is a unicorn. I mean, the only thing he does not do well is goats. and he doesn't do goats well because he wants to go faster when you go to get off. And I tumbled twice, and that was good for me. But breakaway ropes, heads, heels. I run barrels on him, poles, like all the things. I mean, anything you could imagine. My brother heeled on him at some college rodeos, and like just
Of course, a true all around.
Yeah, he's incredible, and he's had a colic surgery. Like he's came back from that. I mean, he was really critical to me wanting to be a vet. Like I'd always wanted to be a veterinarian, like since I was little, taking care of cattle and horses and the stray dogs that show up and cats and all the things. But he colicked, and this was before this. It was around my 18th year. I think I was 17 or 18 when it happened. And so I was fixing to go down to school, and we had loaded the trailer up with hay, and he colicked. So we loaded him up, took him to a vet clinic like 45 minutes from us. He oiled in, didn't get any better, said we needed to go on. I gave him some more Banamine and xylazine, put him on the trailer. It was another 2 hours, I think, to where we could operate. And he, like an hour and a half into it, the trailer starts shaking. And we go back, like we get pulled over and go back there, and he's upside down. Like there's still his like claw marks on my trailer from him being upside down and stuck. And my dad unloaded 20 bales of hay while I'm sitting there trying to hold my horse and like keep him from breaking his neck or breaking a leg or something. And my dad is like not doing well. I'm thinking I'm gonna have to call an ambulance on him. And then Lawdog is like this. And we were able to get the divider out, get all the hay out, and get him up. We had to cut his lead rope and got him back in the trailer. So then I'm like walking him for a second, and bless their hearts, these people come up to me like, "Can we pet your horse?" And I'm like, they have no idea.
You have no idea what's going on right now.
No, and I like cut my cheek real bad and all the things. We get him to the clinic, and they cut him. Like we show up, and he needs cut, and so we cut him, and I'm able to watch the surgery from above, kind of like a skyline view, but like loved it. Just really loved it, and really I loved all the guts and the intestines and just how much, like just the sheer quantity, like so cool. So anyways, and then came back from that just fine, recovered just fine, and then went on to do all of his things.
He's like an all around, but then comes back from colic surgery because that's huge.
Yeah.
Talking about, like his routine. And I think it's really cool with your perspective because you like science-backed things. So why did the 4-6's equine supplements, why did that fit your horses in your routine?
So when they first reached out to me, when Whit first reached out to me about 4-6's, I was very captivated because I had been sponsored by a supplement company prior to that, but I really liked the doctoral nutritional approach to the 4-6's program. And I really liked the straightforwardness of the products and that they were year-round based products, like the electrolytes to be able to use them year-round, and the gut microbiome supplements that we are able to give our horses to nurture that full and healthy gut microbiome really stuck out to me. And there was no nonsense in the products. There was no bluffing a product up to make it sound or look better. I mean, it's all there on the ingredients, and that's really what stuck out to me about it. And just from a compassion perspective, what this company stands for and its faith background behind that, and the welcomingness that I got from everyone on the team. There really wasn't a bad thing about it, and I'm very grateful I did it. It's been great, and it's been such an assurance to have my horses on these products whenever the weather goes from 75 degrees to 20 degrees in 2 days. And I mean, it's just great. It's a great balancer. It's a great equalizer, regardless of weather conditions.
Yeah, I think you can't, like you said, the vet, when it comes from a vet perspective, there's a lot of fluff on the market. So vet formulated vet dosage is what brings me peace of mind. And I feel like that's what brings a lot of horse owners peace of mind. You know that you're not just feeding fluff. And so he's your most seasoned horse that'll be on the trailer. Who would be your youngest horse that you're putting on the trailer?
Well, yes. So one of my youngest horses would be 7, and she is 6 now in January, I believe. and she's just coming along. She's doing really good. She's just been real sound and really wants to be a little calf horse, and she's really been great. She was someone that I took with me down to Texas last semester, and we were having some issues with her in the box and just kind of like really trying to do too much, her really trying to do too much and just getting wired up. And so, I mean, it's been so great to just take the horses away from home and have them in a different environment. And that's really all she needed. Like she'll do her thing now and sit there in the corner. And we won some money at the last jackpot I took her to, and it's great. She's been really good. So she'd be one of my youngest. And then I have one who's 5 now, and his name's Chief, and he would go just to go. If I can get him on the trailer, he will be going. But pending I can get him on the trailer.
You can get him on the trailer.
Yes, but he's cool. I have 7, Chief and Rose, and then Ace and Reno are all full brothers and sisters, and which are just a bunch of names. They're all younger than 7, who's 6. Which is just
I say you.
Yeah, but they've all just been so much fun to work with, and they're so cool, and just the straight athletic ability is insane. Like it's been really cool to work with them. So I'm really excited about 7, and Chief is going to be really dynamic. I mean, it's crazy. I go run a calf on him, and he just turns around and walks himself back to the box and just sits, and the best thing you can do with those horses is stay out of their way. Really, I
was about to say that's when you're just like, you're amazing. This is everything.
Yeah, let's keep it like
this. Stay exactly like this. It's really cool though. Like with the breeding and bloodlines today, we're seeing like freaks of nature. They're so talented. So that's really cool and exciting to hear. I'm kind of jealous of who's on your trailer.
Yeah, me too. Honestly, I can't believe I have them. It's great. Like there's so many of them. I should probably sell one, but I don't even know which one I would pick to sell. Like they've all been incredible, and they all have their things, and it's really cool. And I feel like it's done a lot for me to be able to work with all of them. It's done a lot for my patience, for sure, but just a lot of maturity and really understanding what all goes into making a horse of that caliber. Like there's a lot to it.
So with you heading into vet school, you're in the interview process right now. So what does vet school look like? Will your horses be with you? Is it just going to kind of be, focus on school and horses are part of it? What does that look like?
Man, I really don't think I could know a life without horses. That's been a non-negotiable for me and my family going into it. And that's been one thing that has been a blessing. It's been a blessing being down in Texas for my undergrad because of all the rodeos around there. But even as I transition to somewhere besides Texas for schooling, my horses are going to have to be involved in some form or fashion, whether it's just like the young ones that I'm training and then maybe selling and going to a jackpot here or there, some rodeos here or there, or whether it's having like my good horse there and just going to rodeos. I mean, that is literally my stress relief.
Therapy.
It is. Like my perfect morning routine is to wake up in the morning when it's still dark out and go and clean stalls and feed my horses. And like, that's it. That's what I do. It's calm. It's quiet. It's just my horse is eating and it's literally me cleaning stalls. Like, I guess if I have to do that, every day of my life, I would be so happy, but they have to be involved. So it's been good to have just this time with my horses and with roping. And there's things that I can work on now that will carry over for the next semester, year, 4 years of vet school. But yeah, they'll have to be involved. Like it may look different than now, but the passion and the desire is all the same.
I love that. And I think, it is the biggest stress relief. It's our version of like a service animal. So
yeah, literally.
We were talking kind of about routine. I think everyone in the rodeo world, we know the impact that stress has on horses, but a lot of times when it comes to like joint issues or anything like that, we think about barrel horses that are turning and explosive, but we really don't think like how explosive and stressful it is going from standing still in a box and giving maximum effort in the matter of 1.6, seconds. That's insane to me that breakaway horses are that athletic. So from a joint health perspective, I think people are caring now about joint health earlier. So as far as your young horses and old horses, why do you think joint health is important, keeping them on the joint support?
Healthy joints is so important for our animal athletes. And if you need evidence of that, look at the human athletes. Like look at us and trying to function whenever we have bad feet or our knee hurts or our hip hurts or go up the line. And it's all connected. So if a horse has one joint issue in one location on their rather large body, that affects everything. And so it's really important for me to supplement that with the 4/6 equine joint health pellets, and to also make sure that my horses are prepared for the discipline that they do. And I think that you get that with proper warming up and with proper conditioning. And I'm not an advocate for pulling a horse out of a pasture and going and roping on them. I'm not an advocate for that at all. What's going to be best for them in the long term as far as their health goes, spending time walking and trotting a horse and giving them that horsemanship aspect rather than 3 minutes of loping in a circle and then going and running calves is going to set your horse up for longevity, and ultimately is going to save you a lot of time and money by doing the little things and being disciplined in that nature. Your horse is going to feel better for longer, and you will be able to use said horse for longer. So it's definitely a circle that is going to feed into itself of positive feedback. And that positive feedback can be either positive or negative. So it's kind of up to the owner what they want to do for their horse. But in my opinion, that's how I treat my horses. And I also I want them to be tired before they ever see the box. I really think that one thing that we have to do to help our horses is spend time outside of the box and to spend time warming up and to not skip steps. Like from a trainer perspective, the more time I spend on a horse outside of the box and just in the arena or in a pasture riding them, the less time I have to spend with them in a box fixing things. So
That's huge. That's great advice.
Yeah, that's I learned the hard way, but that's definitely something I've seen. Like my horses, I mean, we all have the same bloodline, and they are very strong-willed, and they are very stubborn, and that is a great quality whenever it's fostered well. But if it's not curated, they're gonna try you on. So
That's a perfect way to put it, like how you foster it or curate it, because that does make the difference. And talking about advice, because that's great advice. If you could go back and give yourself, or say you're just giving someone coming into their rookie year one piece of advice, what would you give them?
Keep the first things first. Keep the first things first, man. Like your rookie season is here, there, and gone. I mean, it doesn't matter if you don't take it until you're 27 or if you take it when you're 18. It is 365 days that you get to live that rookie year experience. And when you leave that experience, you may have great memories and you may do great things in the arena, but people better remember you because you are a child of Christ and you put God first and you put his people first. And if I could go back and tell myself anything or tell anyone else, that is the advice I would give. Like, keep God at the center of it, and everything is going to work itself out, man. Even if you never win a check, like you're running your race. It's not against anyone else. It's not a comparison deal. It's whenever you meet Christ, it is going to be you and him. It is not going to be you and whoever was second in the rookie of the year race. It's or third or fourth or whoever beat you. It's you and Christ. And so that would really be my advice, man, is keep the first things first.
That's the best advice you could give, Addie.
Yeah. Thanks. I'd go there and beat that into my mind because it's great for us all, but it's so easy to get so overwhelmed and so engulfed with the lights and the money and the sponsorship deals and the XYZ and like the fame on social media and like in all the interviews. It's so easy to go get wrapped up in that. But as soon as someone starts doing better than you, they're gonna move on, and
so true.
That's what you're basing your whole existence on, then you better find something else pretty fast, because it literally is.
It's
It's here, there, and
temporary.
gone.
Yeah,
Yeah,
very
it's all
temporary.
temporary. So
That is
that's
literally the best of advice you could give. So thank you. That's
yeah.
amazing.
Got there eventually, and Addie's doing great now. But there's so much heartache, unnecessary heartache you will save yourself if you do not put your identity into the sport we call rodeo.
And we're so excited to watch you, in the arena, but out of the arena, like in vet school. We're so excited to see everything you accomplish. So we could not be prouder to have you a part of the team.
Oh, thank you. It's been so great. I've really enjoyed working with y'all, and you guys have done so much for me and my roping, and just me as a human being too. And the compassion that Four Sixes has shown me does not go unnoticed. You guys have personally reached me and continue to make me feel involved and supported and loved, and I truly do appreciate that.